እሺ እንዴት ናችሁ? ኤክሰርሳይዝ 6 እንስራ እስኪ ከባለፈው የቀጠለ ማለት ነው። conditional probability depend on የሚሰራ ጥያቄ ነው። So assume that a personnel department of a company has records which show the following analysis of its 200 employees. That if one account is selected at random from a company, find the probability that he or she A has only bachelor degree, B has master's degree given that he or she is between 30 and 40 years old, C the probability that is under 30 years given that he or she is master's, D is above 40 years given that he or she is bachelor's degree or is master's. So him like a that yeah, conditional probability ነው የምንጠቀመው ማለት ነው። conditional probability እንጠቀማለን። So here is solution. The probability of selecting someone with his only bachelor degree is total bachelor degree holders over what? Total employees ማለት ነው። bachelor degree which means total bachelor degrees ናቸው 50 plus 60 110 plus 40 150 plus this 50 200 national. So 150 over 200 will be what? The probability that of selecting someone who is only bachelor degree. B, so it will be 75% or 0.75. The probability or 2, the probability that a person has master's degree given that they are between 30 and 40 years old. I don't want to know. The probability of a person's master's degree given that their age is between 30 and 40 years old. 40 years old. So this is master's holder in 30 out of 40 years. 40 years. Over total employees in 30 out of 40 years. Anything again? Master's degree in 30 out of 40. Over what? Total employees from 30 out of 41. So 30 እስከ 40 ያሉ የማስተርስ ዲግሪ ናቸው 20 ናቸው ሲካፈል ከ30 እስከ 20 ዓመት ያሉ ምን ጥያቄው እንደሚለው probably that a person is above 40 years sorry yeah the probability that a person has master's degree given that their age is between 30 and 40. Master's degree alone, but we have selected that they must be aged from 30 to 40. So that master's degree alone, okay. ከዚህ በኋላ ነው ግን እድሜው ምንድነው ከ30 እስከ 40 የሆነ ማለት ነው ከ30 እስከ 40 20 ማለት ነው 20 you see 20 so 20 between this area ደግሞ ስንት ናቸው ከ30 እስከ 40 area ያለው ስንት ናቸው አጠቃላይ ሰዎች 20 ሲደመር 60 20 plus 60 total number 80 so 20 over 80 you know so 20 over 80 again so it will be 20 over 8 equal to 0.5 but probably that a person is under 30 given that they have master's degree and the more master's degree ካላቸው ውስጥ እድሜያቸው ከ30 በታች የሆኑትን ፈልጉልን masters holders under 30 over total number of what masters provided that the person is under 30 given that they have master's degree ለክን እዚህ ጋር ምናየው provided that the person is above 40 given that they have bachelor degree ያለው the provided that a person has master's degree given that they are between 30 and 40 and the more the provided that a person is under 30 given that they have master's degree so master's degree holders under 30 over total master holders total master holders look master holders under 30 total masters እዚህ ጋር masters total masters ናቸው እዚህ ያሉ under 30 10 over masters ናቸው 30 እነዚህ 50 10 over 50 10 over 50 which is 0 point አራተኛው the probability that a person is under 40 ከ30 ዓመት በላይ given that they have bachelor or masters አሁን bachelor or masters ነው so malala plus as well or union so first let's find probability of bachelor or master so plus 50 ለምን bachelor master ያላቸው እንትናቸው bachelor 50 ናቸው bachelor 50 ናቸው master 50 ናቸው the number of bachelors are 150 and the number of masters are 50 plus what so again it is not what do you mean so find those who are above 40 total above 40 masters plus what bachelor which is what 40 plus 20 is equal to 60 now product of above 40 given that they are master or bachelor is equal to 60 over what 200 which is 0.03 so በዚህ መልኩ መስራት ይቻላል now let's see total probability እንግዲህ total probability ምንድነው if events b1 b2 and bk constitute a partition or partition of a sample space S for probability of bi different from 0 for I stands for 1 up to k then for any int a in S probability of A is always equivalent to what the summation of I stands from 1 up to k probability of bi times probability of A given bi summation 1 in other words probability of B intersection A plus probability of B2 intersection A plus up to what probability of BK intersection A ማለት ይሄ ነው ባለፈው በደንብ ለማየት ሞክረን ባይሻል ስለዚህ ማነው so let's see one example ምሳሌ ስናይ ነው ግልጽ ነው so a company operates in three factories factory F1 factory 2 and factory 3 that produce a certain product so factory 1 2 and 3 produce 30% 20% 50% of what the total product of the company with defective rates 1% 2% and 3% respectively ካምፓኒ አጠቃላይ 3 ካምፓኒዎች አሉ ሶስቱም ካምፓኒዎች 30% የሚመርቷሉ 20% የሚመርቷሉ 50% የሚመርቷሉ እነዚህ ደግሞ 30% የሚያመርተው 1% ዲፌክቲቭ ሬት አለው 20% የሚያመርተው 2% ዲፌክቲቭ ሬት አለው 50% ደግሞ የሚያመርተው 3% ዲፌክቲቭ ሬት አለው but determine the overall probability that a random selected product is defective ስለዚህ በአጠቃላይ እነዚህ ምርቶች ተመርተው በአንድ መካዝን ቢቀመጡና እዛ ላይ ምርጫ ቢካሄድ የሚመረጠው ነገር ዲፌክቲቭ የሚሆንበት ቻንስ ስንት ነው? So to do this, first let's determine our event. Let D represent the event that a product is defective, and F1, F2, and F3 represent the events that a product comes from factory 1, factory 2, and factory 3, respectively. Using the law of total probability, we can determine it. The probability of getting defective product is equal to probability of defective given F1 times probability of what? F1. That means probability of getting defective given that it comes from factor 1 times probability of factor 1 plus probability of defective given that factor 2 times probability of factor 2 objects are products plus probability of defective given that it comes from factor 3 times probability of what? Factor 3. So since we have given data, we simply probability of D is equal to 0.01 times 0.3 times and plus 0.02 times 0.2 plus 0.03 times 0.4. Which means that is equal to what? 0.003 plus 0.04 plus 0.015, which equivalent to 0.02, which is 2.2%. 2.2%. በጣም ሲምፕል የሆነ ጥያቄ ነው። ኤክሰርሳይዝ 7 አለ። እሱን ደግሞ እንየው። ሲሚላር ነው የሚሰራው። So a consulting firm rent cars from 3 rental agencies. 3 rental agencies and consultancy company ከሶስት አከራይ ኤጀንቶች መኪና ተከራየ። 60% of cars from agency 1, 30% from agency 2, and 10% from agency 3. ስለዚህ 60% ኤጀንሲ 1 30ዎቹ ኤጀንሲ 2 እና 10% ደግሞ ኤጀንሲ 3 የመጡ ነው የሚለው። If 9% of cars from agency 1 need a tune-up, 20% of cars from agency 2 need maintenance, and 6% of cars from agency 3 need maintenance, then find the probability that a rental car delivered to the firm will need what? Maintenance. አሁን ነው ተቀልሰን አንድ ኮንሰልታንሲ ወይም አማካሪ ድርጅት ከሶስት መኪና አከራይ ኤጀንሲዎች መኪና ይከራያል ነው ያለው። 60% የመጡት ከአከራይዋን ነው። 30% ደግሞ ከአከራይቱ ኤጀንሲቱ 10% ደግሞ ኤጀንሲ ስራ ይመጡ። ነገር ግን ኤጀንሲዋን ከመጡት 9% ከመጡት ከድርጅቱ ከመጡት 6% እና ያ ከድርጅቷን ከመጡት 9% ከድርጅቱ ከመጡት 20% እና ከድርጅት ከመጡት ደግሞ 6% ጥገና የሚፈልጉ ቢሆን what is the probability that a randomly selected cars will need maintenance? በአጠቃላይ አንድ መኪና randomly select ቢደረግ ጥገና የሚያስፈልገው የሚሆንበት probability ስንት ነው የሚለው። So let's do it. So first let's define the events. Let A be the event that car needs maintenance. Eliminal car needs maintenance. B1 that cars comes from rental agency 1. B2 the car comes from rental agency 2. And B3 the car comes from rental agency 3. Now we have given that probability of B1 is equal to 0.6, B2 is equal to 0.3, and B3 is equal to 0.10. We are also given that probability of A given that B1. the probability that a car's needs maintain given that it comes from a ESG1 ማለት ምንድን ነው? probability of A given B1 ስንት ነው የተባለው? ዲፌክቲቭ ሬቱ ወይም ደግሞ ጥገና የሚፈልግበት ስንት ነው? 9 ስለሆነ 0.09 again ጥገና የሚፈልግ መኪና ግን ከሬንታል ቱ የመጣ ደግሞ ስንት ነው? 0.2 again ጥገና ይፈልጋል ግን የመጣው ሬንታል 3 is equal to 6% then 0.06. Now we can find probability of A is simply the car that needs maintenance. So probability of A is equal to probability of B1 times probability of A given B1 plus probability of B2 times probability of A given B2 plus probability of B3 times probability of A given B3. All values are given, so we can substitute 0.6 times 0.09 plus 0.3 times 0.2 plus 0.1 times 0.03, which is 0.12. Therefore, 20% of all rental cars that delivered to this firm will need what? Maintenance. Okay, and is given now. So let's also see one exercise. A company is evaluating effectiveness of its two advertising channels. And the company የራሱ ሁለት advertising ቻናሎችን መገምገም ይፈልጋል። ሶሻል ሚዲያ እና ኢሜል ማርኬቲንግ ናቸው። Now the probability is associated with customer engagement through these channels are as follows. The probability that a customer engage after receiving a social media and their emails are 0.15 and 0.1. Meaning social media is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, TikTok, and so on. Respectively. On the other hand, 60% and 40% of targeted customers are reached through social media and email marketing, respectively. The customer engaged after receiving social media and email. Social media እና email receive ካረገ በኋላ participate የሚያደርግበት ነው 0.15 እና 0.10 ናቸው። One. Again, on the other hand, 60% and 40% of targeted customers are reached through social media and what? Email marketing, respectively. Now, 60% እና 40% ደግሞ ምንላቸው ነው? ሶሻል ሚዲያ እና ኢሜይልን ተጠቅሞ ደርሰዋል። Then determine the all probability that a randomly targeted customer will engage with a company's advertisement. ስለዚህ አሁን የሁለቱም correspondingly ማየት አለብን። So solution, let's define the following events. So let S be the event that customer is reached through social media. E, the event that customer is reached through email marketing. ይሄኛው ማለታችን ይሄኛው then and say the probability that a customer engages with advertisement. And we now find the following. Probability that a person engage with advertisement given that he is reached with social media is equal to 0.5. Probability of engagement given social media. And probability that engagement given email, that means a customer engages in the market given that he is engaging, he is what? Using social media. Now, probability that even the customer is reached through social media is equal to 0.6. Again, the probability that customer is reached through email marketing is what? 0.4. Now, having this or employing or applying total property law, we can find the total property as follows. Property of G, don't forget what we have designated G. So property of G is equal to property of G given S times property of S. The S and G will not come at actual. So property of G given E is equal times property of E. Now it will be 0.15 times 0.6 plus 0.1 times 0.4 is equal to what? 0.09 plus 0.04, which is 0.13 or 13%. 13%. So the overall property that a randomly targeted customer will engage with advertisement is what? 13%. Then and then bias theorem bias theorem. Okay, let's see also exercise 9. A company runs a marketing campaign in 3 regions: North, South, and West. And company marketing campaign Makeno source at Joshua Sangin, Badona, the Mirror. The description of the target audience and the conversion rates are as follows. Okay? North, South, West dollar, proportion of audience dollar, 50%, 20% in, such percent. Conversion rate was down, 4%, 5% in, 6%. Now, proportion of audience given conversion, northern and north. So, what the overall product that a random selected individual from the entire target audience will convert to the icon. Now let's define it. Using the law of total property, the overall conversion property is calculated as what? Property of conversion is equal to property of conversion given that region times what? Region. Malatno ziga region conversion ban zing malat. Region bilang what the product that a randomly selected individual from entire target audience will convert. Now, product of conversion is equal to product of conversion given region times what? Product of region. So for north 0.4 times 0.5, which is 0.02, 0.05 times 0.6 equals 0.015. Again, for west, 0.03 times 0.2, which is equal to 0.06. Then, turning this, we get what? We get product of conversion 0.02 plus 0.015 plus 0.06 plus is equal to 0.01. Therefore, the overall product of conversion rate is what? 4.1. So, simply now, please subscribe our channel, video like attribute, the body share attribute, address, salam. Thank you.